All right, so we're gonna get started. Are you excited?
I'm so excited.
All right, that's awesome. So today we're gonna make sure that the closing statement is what you anticipated, your monthly payment correct, and that the grant deed and deed of trust are vested properly in your name. And because it's California, we have a lot of disclosures. All right, so I'm gonna need to see your IDs.
Yeah.
Just gonna make sure
Two,
that,
just in case.
yeah, we'll see in the Patriot Act if I need to have two. All right, let's make sure that they have it correctly in the docs. All right, okay, perfect. Okay, so we're gonna sign in blue today, and we can use this underneath, and I have a copy for you, exactly the same as what we're gonna sign.
Okay.
So here's the closing statement. Okay, so on here, we can see on top the sale price, then underneath the deposit that you have already made. This is the loan amount. Proration and adjustment, it's for county taxes, and you see the time period here. And underneath, it shows that you have a seller credit in this amount. And this is another refundable closing reserve that shows here. Everything here, it is with the lender, the different charges and fees. So let me see if there's anything specific to you. So yes, here. So this is points that you got in order to buy down the rate and save on the long run. And then let me see. And then here. Alright, so we can see here you got some credits. Here, you see you have a non-specific lender credit in this amount. Mm-hmm. And this is a tiny adjustment, you see, $7.80. And everything else, basically, it's standard with any loan.
Okay.
Impounds. First thing, you have an aggregate. It's an adjustment. So again, another credit. So somewhere, somehow, there was extra money, so they give it back to you here.
Okay, perfect.
And here is the money that is set aside for insurance and property taxes.
Okay.
Because your first payment will not be right away, but you have to begin to pay for taxes and insurance right now. Mm-hmm. And there's also a little cushion that we will see in your impound account. So okay. That's why you see insurance and taxes here.
Sure.
It continues here. This is for title and escrow. It's everything that is performed by First American Title to close on this transaction. Mm-hmm. So this is pretty standard. Government recording fees, it is for the grant deed, deed of trust, documentary transfer tax affidavits. Okay. And finally, miscellaneous, it's association dues. It's basically for you to start service within your new HOA community. Okay. And you also have 1 year of insurance that is already paid through QBE here. And the rest is pretty standard items for the hazard disclosures.
So this right here just is the prepaid, because I got 8 months, right? So that's already been...
This is for your HOA.
Yeah,
yes,
prepaid.
That's what you already paid, yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then HOA, they will send you a letter directly. You're going to receive the welcome packet, how it works with them. Maybe you already receive it, like the rules, the covenant, etc.
Okay, perfect.
And then we can see here due from buyer. So this is the amount that will need to be wired to the escrow company. Mm-hmm. Does everything look familiar?
Yes.
Okay, good. And then on this page, it's going to be a signature just here.
Okay.
Okay. So now let me show you this. It's the incoming wire instructions. So on here, this is the detail to the account for First American. And here I wrote down the amount to be wired. So this is going to be this amount minus obviously like the third party deposit. So if it's like 15,000, minus this 15,000.
Yes.
Correct, right?
Yep,
Okay,
that is
so
correct.
let's do minus 15,000.
So I think it's 36.
Third party deposit. Yeah. Alright, so if, and for this, I will just need a signature anyway at the bottom that shows that you received this wire instruction. And by the way, it's here. So here you have exactly the same thing as what we signed today, and it's on top here.
Okay, perfect.
We can do that. Let's see, let's make sure that the amount is exactly correct. So you had 51 for 10 minus 15. Alright, 36 for 10.
Yes.
Right, okay. 36 for 10. And let me do it. Let me write it on yours as well. So 36 for 10. So you can go to the bank directly with this.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so this one, wire instructions. Alright, so now let's look at the note. So on the note, we can see the detail again to the loan amount. This is your lender. Interest rate shows here. You know it's a fixed rate because it's written here. The first payment will be on June 1st and it goes until May 1st, 2053, the last payment. 53 minus 23, you know it's a 30 years loan. If you want to send a check for payment, this is the mailing address. But usually you're going to receive a letter from the lender giving you options to pay online or to auto-pay.
Okay.
The amount here is the monthly payment, principal and interest only. This does not include insurance and taxes. We'll see in the next document, your full payment, monthly payment. You have the right to prepay anytime with no penalty. So if you want to put extra money, you can do so. It will go towards principal, and then you will shorten the duration of your loan. If you pay after the 15th of the month, there is a 5% late fee. Pretty standard. And everything else basically says that they want you to pay them back. Of course.
Right.
And on this one, we have a signature just here.
Okay.
Okay. All right, let's look at the first payment letter. So the first payment letter provides a breakdown of your monthly payment. We just saw in the note principal and interest. For home insurance, it's here. Then you have mortgage insurance, also called PMI. And the last item is property taxes. So your total monthly payment is here. And HOA it's on the side. Huh? It's never within this payment.
Right, right.
And then we have signature and date. Today is the 20th. Alright. And we can look at the impound account. So the impound account is the money that is set aside each month. Oh, that's just the date. You just have to add the date after your signature. No matter what, I double or triple check the thing. So.
Good.
Okay. Alright, so impound. Impound, same thing as what we saw just before. So each month, this is the amount that will go into this escrow account or impound account. This is used to pay each month the mortgage insurance. For the property taxes, it's twice a year that they need to be paid, and you see when it's going to be paid. And we also have insurance that is once a year. It shows here.
Okay.
So basically, what goes in the account, what goes out, the balance each month. and there is a cushion. You see here the cushion? The cushion is extra money that they have in the account. It's when it's time for them to pay for property taxes or insurance, if there's any increase, they already have enough money to pay for it.
Can supplemental taxes,
No.
if I get that, I can't use that?
No, it's not the supplemental assessment.
Okay.
So this is just for them because right now they based the property taxes, it's an
Okay.
estimate. So if it's around that, great. If it's like, I don't know, 500,
cushion.
1,000
Okay.
more, they already have money for
Okay,
that.
got it.
They prefer to do that instead of asking for money when it's due.
Got it.
And sometimes when people refinance, sometimes they wonder why they got a check from a previous company. Usually it comes from that.
Oh, okay. Makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay. Perfect.
And then we're going to signature and date.
Okay.
So yeah, for the supplemental assessment, if you receive one, you have to pay for it. It doesn't go through your escrow.
Okay.
So, and usually you can pay it in 2 times. When you receive it, usually it's like about 2 months that you have to pay within 2 months. And the second one, maybe within 6 months or something like that.
Okay.
For example, it can be anything from, if it's a new community, there's like, build new school, new road, anything like this, they may align it, it's for the first year, just for the taxes. And if you build, let's say people like they have a home, they build a pool or something like that, they pull the permit of the city, and then they're gonna have like a supplemental assessment. And this happens usually the first year.
Okay.
And when it's adjusted, then you're good. It's just the first year. All right, making progress. So now let's look at the closing disclosure. So it's what you were saying. Actually, we have 2 closing disclosure. It's pretty common. Usually they work on a first one, and just before closing, they have another one. Let's have both of them sign. And here, let me show you. All right. So on the closing disclosure. So here, basically it's a summary of the note and the closing statement that we saw. So again, the loan amount, it is a conventional interest rate, it's a fixed rate, it shows here. Then this is the monthly principal and interest only. And when we go here, the total monthly payment. In this total monthly payment, we have the mortgage insurance and the escrow. In the escrow, you have property taxes, yes, and insurance, yes. So you see 1 to 9 years, this is your monthly payment. After 9 years, there's no more mortgage insurance to pay because you would have reached the 20% down. So that's why the monthly payment is lower.
Yes.
And obviously, if you do extra payments, you're supposed to pay faster.
Yeah.
So instead of being 10 years, I don't know, maybe it's going to be faster.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so that's what shows here. Then the next pages, it's basically the same thing as what we saw in the closing statement. There might be some mild adjustment from the closing statement, when they put the taxes, insurance, but technically the other items are the same things. It's just a different presentation because this is done by the lender and the closing statement is done by the escrow. Okay. And this page you're going to have to sign, and you see here it's all the info. Lender, the broker, real estate broker, settlement agent. Everybody's information is here. So on this one is going to be signature and date.
Okay.
So I think this is the first closing disclosure you may have received, this one. And maybe just a few days ago they may have sent you an updated one, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So this was the first one. We just signed it just in case, but usually I don't think they use this one. They may just shred it. So the latest one is this one. Let me keep it actually. So usually what changes, you see in cash to close here, there was like a slight difference. Maybe it can be a couple hundred, so that was the only thing.
Right.
Everything here is the same. So basically it's somewhere in the detail, in the different fees, there was something that was slightly different. What is pretty common is that everybody is usually making sure they have enough money to close. So usually they have like a little cushion for everything. They prefer to get more money upfront to make sure they can disperse funds to anybody correctly. It's pretty common when everything is closed, when escrow is closed, any money that is left in the account, they send you a check.
Got it.
I was wondering if you had any question on it now?
No, can I see the original one?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or...
The original one is here. So the difference is if you look at the bottom, okay, here. You see here, cash to close. On the original one,
yes,
it used to be that. So we can look in, but it seemed that they made an adjustment somewhere. Or sometime when they do the first one, it's because they were missing some elements.
Yes.
And as soon as they got it, they
correct.
did it. Yeah. All right. So then it's gonna be here, and you have all of them here.
Okay.
The same is here. And same thing again, signature and date. Alright, so now let's look at the deed of trust. The deed of trust is the document that will be recorded at the county that shows that there is a loan on the property. It's basically the lender is recording the lien on the property. That's why it's also called the security instrument. On this document, we have to make sure that your name is vested properly. Is it correct?
Yes.
Alright, so then the lender's name is here. Trusted First American is taking care of that. The note that is recorded. So again, the loan amount. And we see the maturity date here. On the next page, it shows that there is a condominium rider with this deed of trust. It's because you will be living in an HOA community and you have to follow the rules and covenants of this HOA. And finally, on this page, you can see your new address.
Yay.
Pretty cool street address. You live on.
I know. I love that.
Yeah. Everything else is standard to any deed of trust in the county of Riverside. And we have signature just here. Only signature on this one, no date.
Okay. Here. So not
here. Underneath it's going to be for me to notarize.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Alright. So county of Riverside on 04/20/2023 be for me. Okay. Okay, so this is the deed of trust. And we have just after that the condominium rider. Condominium rider, it shows that the name of your HOA community is, and basically again you have to follow the rules. So it shows here you have obligation, etc. And one of the main obligations is to maintain insurance. And for them, as an HOA community, they have to maintain public liability insurance. And that's about it, but it's here. It's not like the full rules that you're going to receive directly from them. And a signature here.
No date.
No date. Okay, so now let's look at the PCOR. It means preliminary change of ownership report. Basically, from being the builder's property, it's going to be yours, and therefore you are responsible for taxes. Okay, so then let me write again here. No, it's okay. So what's the best daytime telephone number for you? All right. So is this going to be your principal residence?
Yes.
When do you plan to occupy the property? About?
By the 28th.
So
Or
0
possibly sooner,
4 28 2023. Are you a disabled veteran?
No.
Right. Should the property taxes should be mailed to your name?
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes people have it mailed to a CPA, or that's why they're asking. Yes. And to your new mailing address, correct?
Yes.
63 Drive. CN. Alright, so everything here is the transfer information. Everything here, there's nothing that is for you. It's like a transfer between spouse, transfer between from a trust to individuals, replacement home for people 55 plus, transfer to children, etc. However, we have this one that is for you. This transfer is to a first purchaser of a new building. So yeah, you're a first buyer of a new home, correct?
Yes.
Containing an active solar system. Is it going to be leased or owned?
Owned.
Owned. Here we go. So that's all what was needed on this one. Then on the second page, however, it is a purchase. It will be your property 100%. So no, it is not a partial transfer. All is yours. We have a sales price on top here. Underneath, I'm going to write the loan amount. 175. Then we need to have the down payment that will show in here. 55, 810. Okay. Okay, so then first deed of trust, meaning the loan with the interest here, the duration. We have the monthly payment, principal and interest to go here. It is a fixed rate. There is no second deed of trust, there is no second loan, that's what it means after, so nothing. No improvement bond. Alright, it seems that you purchased the property using a realtor who works for Coldwell Banker, is it correct?
That is correct.
Do you have a phone number either for the realtor or for the broker?
I'd have to look it up. I don't know it by heart.
Okay.
Do you want me to look it up?
We can look after. Let me just
Okay.
do like that. Let me just put a little sticky here. Alright. Okay, so then property information. Is it a condominium?
Yes.
Alright.
Or townhome. So.
Yeah, but I know
Same.
like they don't have a townhome
Right.
name
Same
here, but
thing.
yeah. Alright, so as it's new, there is no one that is leaving a property, nothing is left behind, it is not a manufactured home, it does not produce rental income. What is the condition of a property? The best I have is good. I hope it's at least good if it's brand new.
Yeah, brand new.
Alright, so good. Okay, so then for you, we'll need a signature just here.
Okay.
Then date of today,
Okay.
telephone number, underneath it's going to be your printed name, and for title it will be buyer.
Okay, so just
You
this
just print your name,
or full name?
it's like you want, it doesn't really matter
Okay.
here. Actually, I think, yeah, everywhere they just put like, they never put you, it's always like Heather Gonzalez.
On this.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Then in the middle, this will be buyer for the title. And finally, your email address.
Okay.
If you need more space to write at Gmail or Yahoo, you can write it underneath.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. And I always make sure this is filled out completely, because otherwise you would get a penalty. Because a lot of people, they make you sign just at the bottom and nothing is filled out.
Oh.
And when they get it for taxes, they're like, oh, nope. They send it back and you have to pay a penalty.
Oh, wow.
So it's not going to happen here. Okay, so now let's just go in order. There's a lot of disclosure, but before that, let's do the main document, the grant deed. So the grant deed basically says that it will be your property.
Mm-hmm.
So on the grant deed, you see the grantor is the builder, who is building you, the grantee, the property. Next page is for the builder to sign. Exhibit A, it actually is the legal description to your property. You see which unit it is, where it is on the map, basically the name at the county.
Okay.
And you're gonna have to sign here. So here, as the grantee, you accept this property, and you have to sign just here. Of course, you accept the property, but you have to pay for it.
Right.
Alright, and I'm gonna notarize it. Here we go. That's okay, everything is filled out. Alright. Okay, so let's go for it. Now let's go in this order, because like this we can look at the document the most important to you, and the rest is pretty standard to everybody. Alright, the first thing is for the escrow instructions. Here it shows again the loan amount and the sale price, the lender's name and your new address. And it shows here close of escrow to be on or before April 28.
Okay.
And then we will have on the next page, this one, your signature just here. Okay. Escrow general provisions. These are standard documents. Basically, these provide descriptions of what is the job of an escrow officer, all the items you have to take care of in the closing statement, taxes, how to dispose funds, etc. Nothing really specific to you, but you still have to sign here. Okay. You have to make sure that your email address is correct. It's just in case if they send you some secure document through email, you want to make sure that it's sent to the correct one.
Yes.
All right, then signature.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, so mailing address. You will receive 2 packets from Escrow. The first one will be the closing package. Usually you will get it within a week after close of Escrow.
Okay.
And the second one you will get is the grant deed after it's recorded. For the grant deed, typically it's 1 month after close of Escrow.
Okay.
If you want to receive it at your new address, the new address is here, you will have to write it twice, here and here.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, you can go. Is it correct, or
That's
there's
it.
something?
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that the address was correct.
Okay.
Or 0563. Yep, it is. Everything's good.
All right. So you have to write it
Oh.
twice. They make you work on
I
it.
have to write it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. I didn't get that. A little slow.
Yeah, if they do that, is that because sometimes people purchase an investment property, a second home, but they want to receive the documents at another address. Right, so here it is 26080.
I've moved a lot. I've had to remember a lot of addresses.
You have to do it the second time here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I thought that, okay.
I don't know if people would send to 2 different addresses, but yeah.
Mm.
And the lender is people.
Okay.
Okay. Granted, we have taken care of it. And there's a document. Some documents we've already signed, obviously. This one's done. Still have a sticky to take care of. Alright, we have one document here. This is for your builder. It's a little customer satisfaction closing survey. If you want to do so, you can. If you do not want, I cannot force you to do it.
Yes. I know I was just there too.
Have a community name.
No, my community, the lot in the community.
Let's see if it's in the legal description in the grand deed.
560, right? 560.
Let's see. 260? No, oh no, it's the unit. Okay, let me see what.
Oh,
we
it
have.
is 260. Sorry, it is 260.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see on the. Yeah, recency, community, you have a lot. Okay, and then for the community, let's look at the condominium rider. Let's see.
But I want to make sure I spell it correct.
Yeah. Let's see, 204. Okay, here. Oh, it says like this.
Oh, that's right. So it puts. Oh, okay. The whole thing.
I guess so, yeah. It's just for them. It doesn't really. Perfect.
Okay, so 428. 3. Okay, do you need exactly, because I'd have to look, I don't have my phone next to me, I can look up the name.
No, it should be fine. I mean, I'm sure like with the name of the community.
It's Ian and...
I'm sure they would find it right away.
Yeah. Do I need to put my address here too?
It's up to you. If you want to put it, that's fine. If you don't want it, it's really up to you.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Okay, so now, so this is already done. Same thing for closing disclosure. closing is done. These are all closing instructions. I'm going through to closing. Okay. Alright, so now we have errors and omissions, compliance agreement. So basically this says that if there is any clerical errors, you would work with a lender, so comply with a lender in order to address it.
Okay.
And we have signature and date.
Mm.
20.
I know.
I know it's.
I was about to put 23 because of the year.
Alright, so 0, 4, 20, 20, 23. Okay, a document that goes with it is the correction agreement, limited power of attorney. So basically this is if there's anything to be corrected, they would do it for you and you don't have to sign again the whole packet.
Okay.
Correction agreement. It's gonna be here. Let's see. Compliance agreement, acknowledgement. Correction agreement, limited POA, acknowledgement. Limited POA. Yep. The note, we've already done it, and same thing for the deed of trust. 15, 14, 20. Alright, now we have a loan application. So everything here, it's all the information you provided to the lender in order to get this loan. Okay. So about you, financials, etc. So it's all here. You may have already DocuSign it, I don't know. But they like to have it printed and wet signed as well.
Okay.
So on this one, it's going to be signature here, and for the date you have to follow this format. So 04/20/2023.
Okay.
The pile is getting smaller.
I know. It's good.
So this is just to say that your lender is licensed in California.
Okay.
Next one is a signature name affidavit. On top, we see the name as it shows on all these documents. And here it's to certify that you're also known or that you're also the same person as these names. Mm-hmm. Usually this comes from credit bureaus. It's possible that typos could be in it. So, alright, so let me know if there's one that is not correct. This is not you said, right?
Well, I'm not a junior. So.
Alright, so you can strike through the whole line, go here.
Okay.
And after you can put your two initials.
are, Heather?
Oh, I have added, so same thing.
Is that just me?
It's not you. Yeah, you don't want to be associated to anyone who may have this name, yeah.
Everything else, yeah.
Alright, so if it's correct.
I mean, this is my maiden initial, so that's fine.
Yeah,
right?
this is like if you were like a name that you use at some point, that you were known as at some point.
Yeah, okay, perfect.
And then signature and date. Most of the time, this document they need an oath, but not here, just an acknowledgement.
Yeah. Perfect.
So then this is just an acknowledgement. Okay. Yes, we have done it. Yeah. Okay, so this is the PMI disclosure. So basically, this just show that you will have reached 80% here by May 1st, 2030. So if you do your regular payment, at this time, you can cancel your PMI. You see, request cancellation. You can do so at this time.
Okay.
If you don't do anything, it will automatically terminate when you will reach 78% left to pay. And this is on this date.
Okay, so just so I understand. Okay, so
you have the right to cancel your mortgage.
So that would be early.
It's on May 1st, 2030.
Yeah, okay.
If you don't think about it, if you don't do anything, you will still pay for this mortgage insurance until June 1st, 2031.
Okay.
And at this point, it will terminate automatically.
Okay, okay.
And as it shows here...
If you refi, does that change?
Yes. So if you refi, basically you're going to pay off whatever this lender, whatever is due to them, and then you're done with it. And then you go with a new financing with a new company. So yes. So yeah, if you find something better before this date, it doesn't matter because this is going to be over. It's going to be paid off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
All right, and then my signature and date.
Thank you.
Occupancy statement. This is to show that this property will be owner occupied. It is not a second home, it is not an investment property. And they do that because usually the way they compute the interest rate, it's based on an owner occupied principal residence.
Okay.
And we're gonna have signature and date. Okay, so for this one, I have to give you an oath. So I'm going to ask you a question. If it's correct, you can say either yes, I swear, or yes, I affirm. All right, so do you swear or affirm that the statement in this document is true?
Yes, I swear.
All right, thank you. 20th.
Cross my heart, hope to die.
Yeah.
Take a needle.
Sometimes I have people say, yes, I do. I say, no, I'm not here to marry you, but it happens a lot, actually.
It's funny.
10, 20.
I'm sorry, I was running a lot of dirt today.
Oh, yeah?
It gave me the sniffles. I was like, allergies.
Okay, occupancy statement. So this was an oath. Right. Okay. Then this. So this is just to say that you've received a closing disclosure and that everything that was provided to you looks good and true to the best of your knowledge. The next document is for the funding of your loan. So you see here you have two questions. So the first one says that you want to have a loan funded, meaning the money wired to the escrow account any day but a Monday. And the second option is to say that you want to have the money disbursed on a Monday. So when is it? You say the 28th? 28, what day is it? 27. It's next Friday, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
All right. So if you're supposed to close on the Friday, which one would you pick? This second one says that the money will be funded on a Monday, and this any day but a Monday.
Well, so what if I close earlier? What different does that make a difference?
So if it say a Monday, it would be, for example, Monday. I mean, it shows Monday the 28th. If it's not the 28th, Monday the 28th. If it's not the 28th, if you pick a Monday, Monday would be 3 days after, unless if it's the Monday coming right now. So instead of closing, let's say, the Friday the 28th, you see if it's Thursday the 27th or Wednesday the 26th,
Mm-hmm.
it's any day but a Monday, no matter what. This means that they can wire the money on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's what it means, the first one.
Okay.
And the second one say it can only be wired on a Monday.
But if I close on Friday, on the 28th, then I should do this one. Or if I close earlier.
As I'm not your
attorney,
I cannot tell you. Okay, let's say, for example, you pick this one here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say to close on to wire the money on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this coming Monday, it's not going to be ready to. I mean, it can be either this coming Monday, but any day that is needed until the builder is paid, meaning the fund being disbursed. Let's say it closes on this coming Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And you close on Friday, you're gonna pay interest for Monday, Tuesday, for each day until closing. And this shows the interest to be paid. You see, it's called it's the per diem interest. So, and on this one, it will just close, the day that is needed, and then it's just gonna be funded any day but a Monday, and then close when it's the good time. And on this one, the maximum per diem that you could pay, it's 1 day. On this one, it's any day from when the money of the loan is on the account until closing. Does it make sense?
Kind of. I just
most of the people in your situation use the first one.
Do this one.
But I don't say it's the one you have to use. But
No, I know. But I'm just curious as to, does it affect my closing at all?
No.
It doesn't. Because it's...
Let me give you an example.
I'm with the in-house lender, so it's usually they'll do like they know it's a good...
Yeah, no.
It'll get funded.
Basically, this is very important. For example, if you have a rate lock that expires. And you let's say, like, if for example your rate lock expires this coming Monday, you would say, I want my loan to be funded on Monday, absolutely, even if I have to pay interest on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because it's going to expire. So you're going to pick, especially, for example, Monday, for example.
Okay.
Or if you're in another situation, let's say it's today is a Monday, a Tuesday, a Wednesday, you need the loan to be funded ASAP. You cannot wait 4 days next week for the Monday to come. So you would not pick this one. You would pick this one because it has to fund ASAP.
Okay. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
And then signature.
That one tripped me up.
I know. It's kind of yeah. And even in some situations, when people are signing the documents, the loan has already funded, and there's a date as well.
Yeah.
The loan has already funded, and the document hasn't been signed yet. So.
Oh, I know there's no problem that it will get funded, but.
Yeah. No, it's mainly for them. It's for interest, because for them, as soon as they fund the loan, it has started, you start to pay interest or something like
Okay.
that. And this is for the per diem interest. It's a little bit different than the regular interest of your loan. Okay, welcome to servicing.
We don't like per diems.
Yeah, no. Let's see. Okay. All right. So now we have 30 years of fun. It looks like that.
Wow.
And on the last page, signature and date. Maybe we should put this on the side. Okay, here. Alright. Then we have the escrow. Okay, so let's see here. We require one primary. Okay, so actually they don't ask for two forms of ID, only one. So it's USA, CA, and your ID number. Agent. This is called the Patriot Act. It's just for the lender to have me verify that the person who signed is show me proper ID. Okay, so this one, yeah. Okay. So basically, this borrower's declaration, it's to say that your income, revenue, nothing has changed, your ability to pay back. You see, we still have a COVID-19 here. It was during COVID, but to make sure COVID does not affect you, your incomes, etc. And then we're signature and date. Okay. Alright, there's no e-sign, it's gonna be alright, W9, it's just to verify your identity. Make sure your name is correct here. Social. And if it's correct, there's a signature just here. That's okay, there's already a date.
Okay. Yeah, I get a tax write-off.
Yeah. All right, now we have a 4506C. So basically, this is the document that allows the lender to look at your transcript of tax return in order to give you this loan and to service the loan. Again, your name is here and social here. Everything's correct? All right, so then there's a check mark here if you have authority to sign for yourself. Britney Spears could not sign here, could not do that. And then with the signature and date.
Okay.
People were like, who cannot do that? It's one signer say, oh yeah, Britney Spears cannot. So
That's
why I kept it as an example. Alright. Then this is to say that there is an impound account that has been established for insurance and taxes. This one is to say that it is a requirement to have an insurance. Your signature and date.
Okay.
And the next document for insurance, it's the lender cannot ask you to insure the home for more than the replacement value.
Okay.
The next one is for earthquake insurance because you live in a condo. So meaning that the lender can require a specific insurance for earthquake. And earlier you were talking about the supplemental tax assessment.
Mm-hmm.
So here it says that you're responsible for that.
Okay.
And we have another document regarding PMI. So for the mortgage insurance, this says the same thing as you had in the other document. Again, it shows like when you're at 78%, you have a right to cancel. When you're at 80%, it automatically cancels. Yeah.
Okay.
And the signature and date at the bottom.
Hands getting tired.
We're almost done. Okay, so this is just lender and seller contribution. It just shows that any contribution will be applied in this order. So basically, the funds or credit they have.
Okay.
And again, a signature and date. This document goes with a previous document you signed for request of tax of a transcript. This is just to say that you give your consent. $20.
I know.
And almost done. If you don't pay, the lender will report you to the credit bureaus.
Oh no.
This is to say that the escrow, the monthly payment, can have increases. Obviously, if property taxes or insurance increase, you have to increase your escrow amount.
Okay.
One more page.
Yay, it's done.
You have my journal to sign after that as well. All right, here it's to say that you certify that you have applied for a loan with this lender and you authorize to release your information in order to get this loan. And another signature and date. Alright, so now we're gonna have my journal. So this goes here. Let me just make sure I have the info for my journal. The current address is here. So, Court in Benefit. 9255. 85, and this I'm gonna need to take a photo. Okay, I think we have everything. Alright, so this is my notary journal. In here, I use your driver license to fill this out here, the different notarization that I performed today. Signing address, only you at this table, FATCO, it's First American Title Company. The name of your lender and your loan number. This is your current address, I'll put your phone here. Email address. We need one more signature just here.
You have a number too?
Sure. Then your initials here because I give you an oath. And finally, write thumbprint.
Okay. This way?
Yep. Oh, perfect one. It goes away like this. It's not. Congratulations!
Yay!
You are not done with your signing. That's exciting.
That was not painful at all.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Oh, that's
Thank you so much.
So before you're welcome. Before I leave, I'm gonna make sure to double check all the documents before I go to make sure that we haven't forgotten a signature, a date, initial, etc.
Okay.
So then this one is your copy. So this is yours for your record.
Okay, perfect.
And so I'm gonna need to do photos here. Here. This one I'm not gonna need it. By a different.
I know, which one do you want? The dark hair or the blonde hair?
Oh, because this one is valid like 10 years, right? Valid upload. Here.
Yeah, at one point I stopped lighting my hair.
Ah, come on. Did you look at the app also, like SnapDocs, to see the document that you can access? They should have given you like access to SnapDocs with a login.
Oh, okay.
And actually all the documents here, you can download them if you want to have a digital copy as well.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you saw that, yeah. Alright, is it downloaded? Almost. So then the next step, I'm gonna FedEx this document.
Okay.
And as soon as they receive it at Escrow, they're gonna double check to make sure that we have signed everything correctly, everything was done properly. And they have a few signatures to do on their own over there. They will look at the escrow account to make sure the money is in the account. So make sure to wire the money.
Yes.
The earlier, the better.
Yes.
The other thing they will have to do,
Contact them, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The other thing they will have to do is to fund the loan, so to have a lender send the money into this escrow account with the combined money, so with your the money you sent and the loan, they're going to disburse fund, so pay the builder.
Okay.
And the last thing they have to do is to record the deed of trust. When the deed of trust is recorded, they will send an email to the sales office at the builder to let them know that they have a green light to give you the keys. And I don't know if it's usually like your sales agent who will give you a call to schedule that, but technically that's the process.
Yes.
All right.
Awesome. Yay.